And Dave joins us now. Dave, we were kind of concerned about how the weather would fare for our 4th of July. Turned out beautiful, but now the actual week doesn't look too good.
Well, you know, at least the first part of the week looks pretty similar to where we've already been. A lot of afternoon and evening storms, perhaps, but then once the cold front gets here, that could act as more of a trigger to get more rain started for more places. This duck, though, had no problems in Midway, Arkansas. Not a whole lot of rain seen there today, but hey, he's dressed up and nowhere to go except for the blue bucket, I guess. Maybe there's the feed there. It looks great. Midway, Arkansas. That's where Daffy's from. So happy 4th, Daffy and everybody else. Storm Tracker 3 live Doppler radar shows some light rain coming in from Kansas. It's just now reaching parts of Vernon County there, and places like El Dorado Springs, maybe Nevada, up toward Appleton City, perhaps Warsaw. If this continues tracking north and east, we'll see a little bit of light rain, but it really doesn't look like there's much to offer from this, and most of it will stay out of our homes and backyards, homes especially, I hope. Back to the west, you can see that line really hasn't made a whole lot of eastward movement. Most of it's moving north-northeast, and anything we've seen from this afternoon has worked well out of the region by now. So here's the next red network. There's plenty more rain back behind this main section. That's out toward Wichita. That's along the main cold front itself, and you can see a little bit more of that as you pan back to the west. The overall radar trend is going to keep most of the rain out of the reach of the Ozarks along a cold front that's still north and west, and anything we see out ahead of that is just going to be pretty patchy, hit and miss, hit and run kind of showers, with not a whole lot to offer for very long. Here's how we look for the next 5 days. 88 tomorrow, a little bit cooler as we head toward Wednesday and Thursday, not because of a true cold surge, but because of more clouds and a better chance of rain and thunder. Nighttime lows stay pretty muggy thanks to the humidity. So what's left to pick for the Dave pick of the week? I got to go with Monday. Most people have the day off, so enjoy it while you can. Highs in the upper 80s and about the same kind of weather conditions as we saw today. Water vapor imagery clearly shows that plume of tropical moisture that goes all the way down into Mexico. That's what helped to keep Alex going just a few days ago, and now the weather pattern is trying to repeat. A new tropical disturbance is forming. We'll be watching that closely. High pressure across the eastern United States, though, is working to hold back the next weather disturbance in the upper atmosphere. It's way across western Canada. That dip in the jet stream is keeping storm systems from really making any progress across the eastern 2/3 of the United States, so they get the hot and dry stuff, and we're just on the edge of that. But the real good storms are out here across the Central Plains, as we've seen, and this weather pattern does not want to budge anytime soon, so maybe not until Wednesday or Thursday now before we see any progression. But it's a perfect setup to see Atlantic hurricanes move across the Gulf of Mexico and send that moisture right here into the Ozarks. Here's how it looks for the next 24 hours. Showers continue to move in from the west. We'll see spotty activity all day long. High of 85 today, 89 degrees is the average, so we'll end up probably just below that number tomorrow. Plantain and weeds came in at moderate levels today. Ascospores, mushrooms, and cladosporium all came in at very high levels. This courtesy of Springfield Indoor Air Quality, and it's always on KY3.com's weather page. Temperatures at this hour in the upper 70s and lower 80s, about 81 in West Plains, Mountain Home, and Clinton, 77 in Springfield, still 80 in Joplin, but it feels like 84. The heat index here in Springfield, a balmy 80 at this hour. In the morning then, temperatures start out in the lower 70s, will soar into the upper 80s to about 90 degrees tomorrow, but if you see any sunshine, count on it feeling considerably hotter, again, especially with that humidity factored in. 77 and clear right now with the south wind at 9 miles per hour. Look for lows in the lower 70s as the fireworks wind down. Don't think we'll see a good chance of any rain around the region, just north and west. Upper 80s tomorrow, and again feeling like low to mid 90s. Our Storm Team 7-day forecast once again picks Mondays with a Snidely stamp of approval. You see highs back in the mid 80s Wednesday and Thursday, and storms could last into Friday, on and off again until Saturday and Sunday before we see any drier weather around the region.
All right, Dave, thanks a lot.
All right.